Hello everyone, this is a video about something that I actually thought I would not make a video about, yet it's hanging too much in my system. Like I'm thinking about it way too much, and the conversation and the subject keeps coming up, so I was like, you know what, just gonna make a video about it. So the video is about us women and the fact that we're not being honest about our orgasm. And I'm not talking about the whole thing, like the whole orgasm thing. You can find a lot of information about this, scientific research that is done, information just general on the internet. I'm talking about the orgasm that we have when we are intimate with someone. Because what I notice just by talking about it with women, with clients, with men, friends, clients also, and by my own experience, is that there's a lot of misconception about it. And misconception because of a lot of bruised ego, vulnerability that is not able, or that we do not allow to truly show, fear that we have that we do not allow to truly show, to talk about. And this creates this whole thing that women actually lie about the fact that they're having an orgasm, just because then they don't get the confrontation or the awkwardness. Okay. What I learned when I was young, I was a master in faking it. Like really, a master. Yet, as I grew older and I had like other boyfriends, not that I had that many actually, but with another boyfriend, a new boyfriend, all of a sudden I was like, honestly, I want to be able to have an orgasm with my boyfriend. Why is this not working? And because I felt so safe with him and I felt so, in the possibility to be really vulnerable, which was new for me at that time, I actually told him. And with this guy, with this partner at that time, with that boyfriend, I actually learned to experiment. I actually learned to feel like, what do I like? What do I do not like? And it opened up a whole new world for me. And I learned a lot about myself and how it actually works. Fast forward back a few years later, I learned even more. It's like, it's the whole thing of like when you're in an intimate relationship, if it's like really with your boyfriend or just a one-night stand or someone who's friends with benefits, you always learn things. You always are like, this I do not like and this I like. But what I notice when I'm talking about this with women, there are women who do not know what they actually really like. There are also women who fake it, like even on an age of 40 years old, they fake the fact that they have an orgasm because they do not want to be of an issue for their partner. What? Like I had this experience recently, and you have to know the guy did not even go down yet. And he was like, oh yeah, but I thought you already came, so it's my time to come now. And I was like, what? I was not even a second close to an orgasm. What are you talking about? And he was really flabbergasted. Like, oh, what? You were not even, like, not even a little bit close? And I was like, what made you think that I was? Like, And then when we spoke about it a bit further, like what his experiences were, I actually was like, yeah, I have to break it to you, but they just like faked it. Like, they probably just faked it. It's possible that not all of them have faked it, but I was like, you have this misconception of what orgasm is. Like, we need time. Not all women need time, I also know that. But you need time. We need to be able to emotionally connect. We have to feel safe. In order to feel safe, especially when it's a one-night stand, you have to take your time. You have to be soft, kind. Unless you both decide it's just like on, off, and bye, that's a different story. But if you really like take your time, then, and you really feel it's necessary as a man that you want the woman also to have her orgasm, you take your time, you explore. And Most importantly, you communicate. You ask, like, did you just came? Don't assume, especially when it's someone who you're not used to. You don't know how she reacts. You don't know yet what what she really likes. The thing is, okay, I'm saying now, men, ask us, communicate, blah, 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 blah. The thing is, often the men are like, oh, she does this and she's smiling, and okay, I'm doing a good job here, bah. But we also, as women, we have a responsibility to tell them when they're not doing a good job. Like, I once had it, this is like a cultural thing, and this guy, because of culture, he only knew sex because of like the pornography that he could see. It was an amazing guy, very sweet, very warm. I still have contact with him, honestly. And it's as if I had to really like put him back in the state of like, just feel. Don't do what you just did. Like, what the fuck? Don't. Like, just like connect with me. Like, and then it was really awesome. So if you as a woman, and this is our responsibility as a woman, if we're not being honest about what we like, what we do not like, then where are we going to? Because honestly, my recent experience, he didn't like it, despite the fact that he was saying he thought it was awesome that I was so direct and I could feel, I knew what I really liked and what I didn't like. He hated it. He really hated it. Like, his reaction afterwards showed everything, that he just was like, I want to go. It's too much of a confrontation. The thing is, I was very honest, and I cannot blame myself anything. And I hope that this guy will take this with him when he has another intimate like experience or relationship where he can think of like, but is she really like feeling this? Maybe I should ask. If we as women are not being honest, then nothing is going to change. And I notice when I'm talking about this with men, because I know I'm open about talking about this and sharing experiences, and also pinpointing when they're just talking shit, that they're really open for it. Like, how can I know this? How can I know? Like, how does it feel? What do you think women really want? Men actually want to know. Not all men, but men do want to know. But if we're not going to start being honest towards ourselves and towards men about what's really going on, well, what else is there? Like, there are so many things that can be happening that all of a sudden you feel pain when there's penetration, or you just feel pain when he's in that area. And what are you going to do? Just push through it? Like, not reacting at all? And just let him, like, why? I know so many women who do this. But honestly, as a human being, is this what you want to feel, first of all? Bring to you as an experience? And is this an experience that you want to have with an intimate partner? Especially when this is someone that you choose to be together with? Why? And energy-wise, I know I haven't really talked a lot about energy yet, but energy-wise, what are we building here? I'm not talking about the guy who couldn't cope with the fact that I pointed out this is not nice. Don't. Stop it. I'm talking about like an intimate relationship where you really want to be vulnerable and like grow together. You have to say what is okay for you and what not. And in line with that, the partner who's there, and this is also the case when someone tells you when they don't like something, be in the possibility to see this as an opportunity, not as something that you have done wrong. Whoa. And now your bruised ego is hit down and you're not going to do anything anymore. No sex. See this as an opportunity to grow, to experiment, to experience. Stop looking at this as like I had with the experience with the guy. He really took this so personally, and I was like, oh, God damn, don't. It's not help. It doesn't help in any way to really truly connect. You're just blocking everything out. So first of all, women and men, so this is actually also a video for men, be honest. Be honest. Don't feel ashamed when you're feeling something which is not okay. When you're like, nah, it's like physically, this is just hurting, or I don't feel aroused yet. There is scientific research where they actually found out that women can have like all the physical signs of being ready, yet in essence, like mentally, they are like saying very upfront, I don't feel ready. And that is very necessary to also take in account. And you as a human being, as a woman, but also men. I also hear men who are like, yeah, I thought she really wanted it, so I just like went on and did my thing. Why would you want to do that? And I'm not judging. Like, I had relationships like with my like ex-boyfriend. I had relationships where I actually just like, okay then. And then later on, when we really talked about it, it turned out that the both of us actually didn't want to have sex on that specific time because we were tired or stuff was going on. But we actually just wanted to have a hug. The thing is, we need to communicate about it. We need to be honest about this. And stop taking it personally. Stop it. Don't. Like, take it as something, yes, this is an opportunity. This is an opportunity for me to learn, to feel, to connect. And if you feel that your partner is like trying to manipulate you or intimidate, then also just say it. This doesn't feel right. Like, why? This just feels shit. Say it. And don't take it personally. So women, when you had an orgasm, say, yes, I had one. Thank you. That was awesome. If you didn't, say, no, I haven't yet. Is it okay if I take my time? Because honestly, when I feel that the guy, and because I'm so sensitive, it's actually not always that handy, but when I feel that the person that I'm intimate with is trying to give me an orgasm, is like trying really hard and is like, oh, da, 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 da. Often I just like shut. It's like that, not me. Like you're pushing it too much. Like you feel it's not like purely like wanting to give you something. It's like, it needs to be there because I'm so awesome and good in it. That doesn't work. So just make certain, like also check with your partner if it's okay, if it takes time, that you actually give yourself time. Often you're gonna realize, just because the partner said, it's okay, I just enjoy this, like just let me do my thing, you're gonna notice that it's just gonna take a few seconds and you're there. Simply because you get the confirmation that it's okay, it's fine, you can take your time, you can just be you. So communicate. If you want any extra tips, I don't know if I can give tips. You never know. Sharing is also is always a good idea. But just keep in mind, if we're not gonna be so honest about this, which I'm trying to be here, I think honestly this is the most difficult video I've made so far. I had to try 4 times. But now 4 times is like the best time. But just like be honest. Because it's in being honest that we're gonna create such a much better world. Full with pleasure and enjoyment. So enjoy. Experiment. And do whatever you feel you want to do that gives you pleasure and also gives pleasure to the other person. That's it.